Welcome back, everyone. DJ Ginter here from theskinman.com, and hopefully you're getting psyched up. We're getting to the point where we're going to be launching our app into the store. Hopefully it's going to get approved right away, and we're not going to have any problems. So what we want to do now is just go in here and change some of the boilerplate type stuff that's in Xcode from when you bought the game. We want to change it to make it to our own, and that's what we're doing here. If you changed out your icon files in the previous lesson, you should see your icon up here next to this. We're going to go into the project here. If you don't have this view that I see right here, click on this folder. You could change it to any different view, but you want to be on this one. If this one still says name that pick, you want to change it, and the way you do it is you just click again, it lights up and lets you edit it, and you can just change this right out and make sure it's your own. Once you do that, here, I'll do that just so you can see what will happen. It's actually going to go through the code, and it's going to change different places that it says the previous name. So this used to say name that pick. It'll go through it and it'll update everything to be whatever you put in here. Since I already did it, I'm not going to hit rename. But if you do, that's what you want to do. You want to rename all these files. Don't worry, you'll be good. Okay, so there we go. That's good to go. Same thing up here. This is the scheme, and if you click on it, you want to hit Manage Schemes, and you want to go to your project file, which is this one here. Disregard all the pods. This is the one you're concerned with. It should say name that pick. And what you'll do is you'll highlight it, you'll hit the minus sign, you'll delete it, and right after hit the plus sign again, and it'll automatically default to this new one, and click OK, and you're good to go. No problems. After you do that, you want to go up to Product and Clean, and this will just go through the code and update things if it hasn't already, and make sure you're all set. So the next thing you want to do is on right here, I'm hungry. If you go into the build settings, we want to go down to the code signing area, and we want to update these to our profiles that we built before with our certificates. So this is hungry development. There it is, and we just want to go through these and make sure that all of our developers are selected. And you might have to go through it one at a time, but if you do, you'll be all set. Do this one first, then these, and you're good to go. Next is you want to go into your target, and the same thing here. Change your provisioning profile to the correct one, and I'm hungry right at the top, and then we'll change these to the developer certificate. Go, all set. Up here, I'm sorry, down here, might be the other one. Okay, right here. See where it says product name here? This does two things. The first thing it's going to do is your bundle ID is linked to this right here. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. But this also is what's going to appear underneath your icon when it's uploaded to the App Store. So change this to what the game is and what your bundle ID is. So right here, that's your bundle ID, what it's going to be at the last portion of it. And what I mean by that is, if we go to General, right here, whatever's in that name will be what's right here. Notice I can't edit that, it's grayed out. So whatever it says here, you want to change it to your bundle ID to match. So that's where it's generating that other area from. If you change, like I said, your app icon, it'll appear up here now. And you want to go into the project file next. And in build settings, this is all set. Make sure this is good to go. And in your info tab, change this to debug if it's not in debug, because we're going to be doing testing. And that should be it, really. I think we're all set. Let me just go back here. Oh, and definitely you want to pick your team, and if it's not in here, you can just add your account for your iTunes Connect account, and just click the correct one. So that's that, and we're all set. That's all there is to this lesson. In the next lesson, we'll actually go in and set up our ad networks, and hopefully we'll get our some other things squared away in the next lesson. But we'll see you in the next lesson. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you in a couple minutes.